And welcome to the Geeks Listen Joysticks podcast YouTube channel. This is a show called What You Doing, where we talk about what we watch and play during the week. I am your host, Edward Prize. With me today, my friend
Felix.
What's cracking, dog?
Well, I've been watching a lot of shit since I've last been here, so let's get cracking. The first one I saw is Chernobyl. It's 5. I'm starting. Sorry. The first one I saw was Chernobyl. It's a 5-episode miniseries from HBO. It's about the nuclear disaster in Chernobyl, and it's something you gotta watch, because from the first 5 to 10 minutes, you hate everybody. You hate the fucking Russians. You hate what's his fucking name? The head of the power plant. You hate the owner. You hate almost everybody, because it's since the Russians don't want to appear frail or fragile or weak. They cover it up, and so the workers from this power plant, they're saying like, okay, this is happening and this is happening. We can't do this, and this, and their boss is like, you shut the fuck up. You do what I say. I know what I'm doing. If you don't do what I say, I'm gonna end your career. So people do what they're told, and everybody dies. The main thing about this series is how powerless you feel for the characters, and the tension of the tension that's brought by the impotence of you not doing anything and you knowing what's about to happen, and you with history knowing what happened, and all the people that don't know and act because they're doing what they're told, or they're acting on trying to help, or they're investigating, and nobody actually knows they're gonna die. Well, mostly just the scientists, they do. But it's tension, it's gut-wrenching. It has some horrific imagery. I mean, they don't pull out the punches. They show in realistic and graphic detail the results or the side effects of nuclear poisoning. But it's such, I mean, they do a very bang-up job in explaining what happens to you when you have those levels of nuclear radiation poisoning, that it's jarring. And by the end, when I finished watching it, I released my whole body because I was tensing. I watched the 5 episodes in one night, so it's safe to say that I did not sleep well after that.
Yeah, I heard there's buzz behind this series. It came out last year, if I believe. It was last year. My list. It was on my list, but it got buried. We were actually going to do something on it, but we just skipped it. It's definitely still on the list. There's no season 2, right? It's just a quick miniseries. Yeah,
it's just a quick miniseries, and I knew this going into it, but I wanted more, or I want something in the same vein. But goddamn, it's a very good series.
They might do something from a different timepiece or something else. It's I haven't even seen it, but I would probably recommend because of the buzz and the noise it did when it came out last year. Like I said, it's on the list. I want to watch it. So you recommend it?
Oh yeah, completely. Yes, totally.
Arre pues. Chernobyl.
And
what else you been doing, dog?
I've been on a horrific bender this last few weeks. After Chernobyl, I watched
these last 28 years. You mean?
Yeah, that's just summing it up. But after Chernobyl, I saw the series on Netflix. It's a mini series. It's 8 episodes. The longest episode is 16 minutes. Most of the episodes are like from 5 to 8 minutes. It's Korean. I do not know how to pronounce this word. I'm gonna butcher it. So who gives a shit? It's Goedam. Goedam. Each episode. Goddamn, yeah. Exactly.
I mean, dog, it's goddamn, and then it's 8 minutes. I'm down.
Yeah, I mean, you should be down. It's actually pretty fun. with this series, they tackle different like scenarios, but mostly are like teenagers and ghosts or like urban legends. But with this series, it cements that fucking Asians have the most overpowered and horrific ghosts ever.
Okay.
Because you know how
got me scared for a second where you going with that sentence, but okay.
Well,
proceed.
you know how in, I don't know, American or Western media culture or whatever, you can exercise the ghosts, or you can get rid of them, or you can beat them in a way.
Correct.
Well, over there you can't. So, for example,
okay,
this is not an episode that's in the series, but this is I think it's a Japanese legend about this girl that mutilated her face, then killed herself, and she appears. Nice. Yeah, she appears to you at night, and she's. Yeah, I mean, this is horrible. Then she appears to you at night, and she asks, "Am I pretty?" And you obviously say yes because she's gorgeous. But then she like takes off a veil from her face, and her face is all fucked up because she cut her mouth with some shears. And then she says, "Am I still pretty?" If you say no, she's gonna kill you. If you say yes, she's gonna call you a liar, and she's gonna kill you. So what? The only way you can, the only way you can quote unquote get away is to ask more questions like, "Are you pretty?" And you have to say, "Do you find yourself pretty?" And she's like, "Okay, but do you? I'm asking you, am I pretty? I don't know. What do you think about what's beauty?" And you do that until the sun comes up or whatever.
But fuck?
Yeah, you're not getting away. And
what if I just turn around and walk away?
No, she's gonna kill you. She's gonna shear your face off. So this is the type of ghost Asians have, like Koreans, Japanese, Chinese. Those are the myths. And these type of ghosts and myths and gory motherfuckers are the ones in this series. So it's creepy as a motherfucker.
Okay.
It's really creepy. I watched it. I had to watch it in the middle of the damn day because.
But they're different. So the series is a collection of different ghost stories.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. There's no correlation between one and the other.
Maybe 2 or 3 stories. The only like common denominator is school or street or something like that, but mostly it's isolated occurrences.
Huh. How many episodes? 8?
8 episodes from 5 to 8 minutes, and the longest is the last one with 16 minutes. But you actually don't feel the 16 minutes, so it's actually pretty good. It's a good watch. You
read it? You read the subtitles?
Yeah, I think it's just in Korean.
Okay.
But they don't
check this one out.
Yeah, but they don't actually talk. Most of it is just like watching, so you don't actually need to read some of them. So yeah, you should watch it in the middle of the day or watch it at night if you want to have some fun.
Halloween coming. I gotta spook the shit out of Bubbles. It'd be fun.
Oh, he gonna shit himself.
Speaking of night, dog, I've been playing the second part of Telltale's Batman. Batman, The Enemy Within. I played the first one. I think there's a collection coming with both of them on the same disc or the same file, whatever, however you
like compilation.
Media. Yeah. Which I recommend if you're a Telltale fan. I am. You are slowly but surely creeping in there. You played Wolf Among Us. You like Batman. I definitely recommend both of these games to you, sir.
Perfect.
What is very cool is that my information transferred. So my Batman
really?
My Batman from the first Telltale game, I lost a chunk of his ear in a fight, and the whole game I'm missing that chunk of the ear in this game.
Oh, say way.
So
how do you fight? How do you lose the fucking chunk?
I'm so stupid. That's why I have these what you doings and I make notes down. I don't remember losing the chunk of my ear. Oh, but my Batman was missing a chunk of an ear. He looked like a pit bull. I was like, what the fuck's going on? He missing an ear. All right. I guess I did that. Sorry, Batman. Fuck. The title Enemy Within is fitting because you as Bruce Wayne are supposed to infiltrate the gang called the Pact with Joker, who's not really the Joker yet. He's just John Doe. Harley Quinn is in it. Bane, Mr. Freeze. We also get the Riddler as a bad guy. Waller's in this thing, so you can kind of have a feeling as to where it's gonna go. But you have to infiltrate them and do naughty things as Bruce Wayne, which is a different take that I haven't done or seen before. You know, where you're doing bad things as Bruce Wayne and using your power of Bruce Wayne to persuade people and pay bad guys to do bad things, kind of. You know, it all depends on your choices, obviously, because it's a Telltale game. I did. Do you remember what was my number one gripe of Telltale games, bruh?
I'm trying to remember, but I'm not grasping.
Recaps.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Yeah.
There's no recaps in this, so I loved it. There is, but it's like there's like 2 or 3 sentences of kind of encapsulating what happened the previous episode, but I don't get the whole 10-minute recap. So I very much
awesome.
Appreciate it. The combat is done through quick time events. I don't know if it holds the Batman feeling with it. I don't know if it translates. You don't really feel like Batman a whole lot. It's a little weird. Because I feel like the game was trying to split the time between Batman and Bruce Wayne. There are whole episodes where you're just Bruce Wayne, and then there are like more than half of episodes where you're Batman. So it's a little weird. It is a little gory at the end. It might be rated M for mature. There's like fingers chopped off and that kind of stuff.
Well, you lost your fucking ear.
I did lose my ear. Do not recall how. I don't think in these Telltale games you can just leave scot-free, you know? You always have to lose something. They'll put you in a scenario where you either save the mija or save the cop, and then it's like, oh well, shit, the cop gotta die. I did die a handful of times in this. There are things where you have to like figure out and like think on your feet. It is like an hour or two longer than I'm used to from Telltale games.
It's a chunky boy.
It's a chunky boy. I'll definitely recommend it for you. And you know how at the end of the episode they give you a percentage of how many people did whatever, right?
Actually, I pretty like that. I like that very much.
Okay, my question is, if you pick with the majority, does that mean that's the right choice?
Well, that's not actually a right choice. It's just your choice. There's no right choice in these types of games.
Let's say if more than 50% of the players make that choice, does that mean that is the correct choice? There is no correct or wrong choice.
But it's popular. Yeah, not
right,
the correct one. But maybe it's going to be the most popular.
Is it better to be the popular, or is it better to have the choice where like only 3% of people did that, you know? It just made me think.
That I think that's a little bit more interesting because you're seeing a part of the story that maybe most of the people didn't see. So the fact that you're choosing your own path makes the game a little bit more dynamic in the way that you're seeing something that's kind of hidden, if you could want to put it like that. But I mean, you can still replay it and do like the popular choice and play that in that way.
I don't do that. We get one life, dog. And my Batman lost a fucking ear, and I don't give a fuck. I keep going. I keep it pushing.
And you fucking soldier, dude. But I wanted to ask you this question. You being a goody two-shoes, how did you feel being an asshole?
I was being an asshole, but like chill, you know? Like I would pretend to punch somebody. Because there's a scenario where we have to like fight people, and I would like save them and making it look like I was fighting.
Okay.
Because I can't be the bad guy, you know. I just can't.
Oh, okay. Because I really want to play this game because I wanna really lean into being that asshole. I kind of like I like to be, or I want to be I like playing games 2 times. If I get those choices, one being a complete gentleman or whatever, and one being a total dick. No in between, no gray. I want to see both sides.
But there are also things where what the game does is that you pick what seems to look like the nice answer, but the way he delivers it, it's in an asshole way. And I'm like, fuck, Batman, I didn't want to say it like that, you fool. You know? So the game tricks you like that. You know? Like, it could be like something as like, oh, have a nice day, you know, talking to a lady, and he delivers it like, oh, have a nice day. And I'm like, what the fuck? I don't want to do that. That's not what I wanted. Like,
sass.
Also, with the percentage thing, if there's a 50-50 split, does that mean that the scenario is good? That half of the people who played it decide one way and the other half does? I think that's what Telltale's going for. No, it's for a 50-50 split.
And I would think that in the best case scenario, it would be a 50-50 split in every part of the game or every major decision that the game recollects.
Yeah.
But I think it's very interesting when you pick the least popular of the choices.
Yeah.
But I think it's actually the end game of this game.
Yeah. It's fun. It's a good. If you like Telltale, you like Batman. It's a perfect marriage. So I recommend it definitely for you, Bray. What else you been watching, son?
When the borders open, I'm gonna go buy it.
Yeah, because you want the physical copy.
Yeah, I do. I kept watching Netflix, and I watched season 5 of Lucifer, but it's not the complete season. It's just part 2 of Lucy the Angel. Part 1, sorry, part 1.
This is the one with the evil twin or whatever.
Yeah. This season, I think it's 8 episodes. Yeah, it's 8 episodes. The first 2 episodes, you get the evil twin, you get all the shenanigans with Michael and all that. The next 4 episodes are character building, but like in a romantic kind of teeny way, like teenager romance. I don't know. I just didn't I like some decisions, but not all of them. And the last 2 episodes, we get back to the storyline of Lucifer's twin, aka Michael the Archangel, and all his shenanigans. So let's say that the first 2 and the last 2 episodes are the best of the season, and the 4 episodes in the middle feel like a filler because they're not boring, but you want the story to progress faster.
Okay.
Because they wanted to, I don't know why they wanted to split the season in 2. But maybe those 4 episodes,
isn't it like a metaphor because there's 2 Lucys?
Well, it pretty well could be. But it could be, but the way the story moves.
Did I just broke you because you didn't think about that?
Oh no, I definitely not think about that. Do you think I'm gonna think about that? No, you really broke me with that, and I was like, oh shit, that's genius. But I mean, maybe just put 4 and then 4, because the last season, the season 4, was just 8 episodes, and it progressed quickly. There's one storyline, and every like the cases that he works with a cop. They were just vehicles for the main story to progress. The character Lucifer getting jiggy with it with Eve, and then Lucifer being the devil, and the detective coping with the fact that Lucifer is Satan himself and all that. So the season 4 was very interesting. Season 5, with those 4 episodes, it kind of lagged. So this first part ended in a very, very good cliffhanger, and we are getting the second part later this year. I do not know when, but it's gonna be 2020 still. But goddamn, I really want to see what happens in the second part. But this one, it changed some things, some relationships. They made some decisions that I didn't quite like that much. And I mean, if, for example, well, obviously not you, but if you saw Lucifer and you liked it and you got past I think it was the second season or the third season that had like 20 something episodes. If you got past that, you're going to get past this easy, because that was harsh.
Yeah. I just feel like fanboys of this, or fangirls of this show are going to watch it regardless. You know me
too well.
Because it's been around for a long time, or a while, I think.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, it's been a while.
And it's like, okay, what? My outsider brain goes, why are they still making this shit? I guess people like it.
I would actually, now that you say that, I would love if they ended with this season. Yeah. Like, for example, they finished season 5, and that's it. Because
you can't end it with an evil twin son.
No. I mean, after this mid-season finale, I mean, it was kind of like a fucking freight train to the face. So you got, I would think 8 more episodes to go. I would like if those 8 episodes that we have left, or whatever episodes we have left, would stick more to the story and be more concise. But I would like for the show not to overstay its welcome, because after 13 seasons of Supernatural, I stopped giving a shit.
Yep.
And after that, I went to the movies.
Oh, stay away. You don't learn your lesson, huh, Doug?
No, I went to the movies and watched Escape from Pretoria. And I think you watched this trailer. Remember the one with Daniel Radcliffe goes to jail?
No.
Okay. So, turns out that Daniel Radcliffe and this other guy, well, I can't remember where I see him from, they are like activists in South Africa in like the 60s or 70s? 60s. I think it's 60s.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So they're like kind of activist bombers, and they get caught and sent to jail. And slowly but surely they start to machinate this plan or scheme to bust out. So this is based on a true story. This was the largest manhunt in South African history, and it's a tension show for days. I mean, I went with my girl to watch it, and we were digging our nails in each other's hands, because it's not very much happens, but what happens is very tense. It gives you anxiety.
He plays Lewis Walcott in The Punisher, the series. That's why you remember the other kid from.
Oh, fuck. I knew I saw him.
IMDb, son.
Well, it flew right past me.
Okay.
But yeah, the movie's an hour and a half, and it's a little bit slow, but it's slow because you don't get that much dialogue. It's more in the actions and the scenarios and the moments of the movie that are really fucking tense. It does a very good job, because the way they escape is pretty ingenious, but it takes a lot of time, and the payoff at the end is pretty satisfying, and you again, there's a release after you watch it. So I really recommend it when you're in the mood for something not too flashy, like a more mellow mood. That's cool. Maybe not for you, but it's a good recommendation.
I mean, Daniel Radcliffe, aka Harry Potter, has put out cool shit. Like really, really, I don't want to say indie or low budget, because it feels like you're disrespecting the film by saying that, but very like throwaways. I don't know if that's even worse. Just not AAA movies, let's say it like that. Like Swiss Army Man was very good. Horns was very good as well. I enjoyed those movies. So he's earned me to take a peek. I didn't see the one with the women in the black dress or whatever, or something like that.
Yeah, Woman in Black. It's not a good horror movie, but it's a good movie. It's a decent movie.
Right. Like he doesn't put out straight up cacas. A Gun Akimbo. That's the last one I saw with him. It was pretty fun. Like, it's good.
Yeah.
Like, they're like fun passion projects that he might put out. This one didn't feel like that to me. That's why I skipped on it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the pacing is not for you, but it's actually a pretty good movie. So if you want like a slow burn thriller, it's a good watch.
Okay.
What else do you watch?
We're still rolling with this damn episode, bro. It's a long thickie, boy. I told you.
I know.
I like to throw in some comedy once in a while, and Felipe Esparza put out a comedy special. Did
you see both of them?
He's a Mexican. Yeah, there's 2 of them. That is correct. It is called Bad Decisions and Malas Decisiones. There's 2 episodes. He does the whole set in English, and then does the whole set in Spanish. He talks about dogs. He has ghetto thoughts. He talks about couples, homeless men being cheap, him being vegan, and he's a fat guy, so that's why it's funny.
The fuck?
He's vegan. I didn't know he was. I remember he was vegan, but He talks about that, being a dad, being a stepfather and all that. He drops an F word, which is pretty jarring to me.
Neta?
Yeah, because we don't use that word anymore. You know, as a society.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, oh, okay.
And
I get
but we do use it as Mexicans, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, even on the pod.
Definitely.
Bubbles will throw it at us, I'll throw it at him, but it's like a different, it's a more rude way of saying dude.
Yeah.
So it's like a throwaway. But I think he says it
in Mexico it is.
In Mexico it is, but I think he used it because of the translation, you know?
Okay.
So it's a little weird.
Did he say joto in Spanish?
No, he said maricón.
Okay. Okay, same shit.
But the English word is I don't know.
Okay.
He said it a couple times. He talks about doing cocaine, being a fat guy. And then, like, if you listen to the show or you listen to the podcast, first of all, thanks. Second of all, I'll see you at the family reunion. But we know that I am not a fan of stand-up in Spanish. So I gave this a shot in Spanish. He moved the set around a little bit.
Okay.
It's still him. So I did chuckle, right? A couple times. The first one he had me and Anton laughing. It's an okay comedy special. It was not the greatest thing ever.
Okay.
But he does do he does tweak some of the joke order around. He talks about getting there's a whole different bit of him getting mugged.
Oh shit.
There's some different tweaks. So there is something for double dippers that want to watch it in English and watch it in Spanish.
Okay.
But have you ever watched a comedian's set? The same set, different days or whatever. Have you ever done that?
What do you mean different days?
So a comedian has the same set, right? Or their act, depending on the type of comedian they are. Now they say the same jokes, right? And they usually say it in the same order.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen like a comedy special that wasn't taped on like a big network, like for Netflix or something, on YouTube randomly, you know? I don't know if I'm making any sense. If you ever
okay, like them working out the jokes and then
kind of working out the jokes, but just doing their routine. My point is because I saw the whole act in English, and now I'm watching in Spanish, and I'm remembering the joke. The way I viewed it, it came off more as a routine. It's weird. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like more cardboardy.
Not just a little bit more robotic. Like what's next is this because I know what's coming up next because I already watched it in English. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like I know what the punchline is, and I know what the next joke is going to be. So it all the second one felt more like a routine. Like a dance routine. It's automatic. You know what you're doing. There were a few tweaks in here and there, but it's weird when you see a comedian's set two different ways. You know what I'm saying? Two different nights. You know, but it's the same set because they might say a word different, or they might tweak something, or they might try something out, and it's a little weird, and it comes off more robotic because you already know what they're gonna say. But when you first sit down and watch it, everything feels so fluid and like it's coming off the top, which we know it's not, but still, it's a weird sensation. And I don't know, because if I watched it in English first, then I watched it in Spanish, and I already watched it in Spanish, hating it. I just wasn't a fan. I was just like, okay, whatever. I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah, when you go predisposed, everything sucks. So,
which I was.
I think I get it. But I mean, what you expect?
I expected what I got, which is like the same routine in Spanish. I fucked up and I realized it halfway through the Spanish episode. I should have watched it in Spanish first to give it a fair shot.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that as you were talking.
But because the Spanish episode is episode 2. So I just pressed play. But I mean, it's a good set. It's funny. I laughed, but it just because I already knew it was coming, kind of ruined it a little. and it gave me that feeling of a routine because I already knew what was coming. But other than that, I mean, he's cool, he's funny, you'll like it, you know. Watch the one in English for sure, or watch either one. Watch them both. I don't give a fuck. But it was a good one. It was a good little special.
Yeah, he's funny. He funny. Cool. And actually, I did not know he had a falling out with Fluffy. I heard it on the pod when you told Bubbles. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, well, because he's like, well, you half of your set is making fun of the way I talk and me, so like, give me a cut, you know.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, all right, fool, peace out. What's up, fool?
Well, business is business.
Yep. What else you watch, fool? You've been away for 2 weeks. You've been hustling.
Yeah, actually, I want to just make it like a side note. I also watched yesterday special Jimmy O Yang. Remember that guy?
Yeah.
I saw his special on Amazon Prime yesterday. It's actually pretty fucking good.
Huh. I might check that one out.
He talks about his Asian family, Asian representation, him being American and Asian. It's actually pretty fun. I'm not gonna say anything else, but you should watch it. It's funny.
Okay.
And after that, I watched the Korean show again. I'm on the Korean bender, bro. Yeah. Those fucking Koreans do know how to make telenovelas. Way.
Okay.
I watched this drama called "It's Okay to Not Be Okay." Basically, is about this dude who has an autistic older brother. So it's basically his life, with his life being like a adult and caring for his brother, and because of that, his lack of life, and also it's like in tandem. This girl comes to his life that she's a children's book author, but she's a fucking psycho.
Okay.
So they kind of coincide on this clinic, then they part ways, then they coincide again because of, you know, destiny and shit. And the main thing is that they tackle a lot of stuff. For example, a lot of side characters. I mean, he works in a mental hospital, so a lot of the side characters have their time to shine and have their own little storylines, and they're actually pretty profound if you take out the product placement, because fucking Korean shows have a lot of product placement.
That might just be a different way that they do things, and it's normal to have product placement to like pay for shit, I guess.
The thing is that it's actually not that bad. I mean, it's blatant. Like, for example, they're having a conversation in a subway at 3 a.m, but the conversation is
at a sandwich shop subway, or at the choo-choo train subway?
No, at the sandwich.
Oh shit, sandwiches. Okay, Jared, what's that Korean Jared look like? He touched little kids or not?
The Korean? I don't think so. Jared? Okay. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I know Jared did.
But it actually, I mean, it's blatant, but the conversation they have is like, it's not like, oh, these sandwiches are pretty good, you should try them. Or no, they're eating the sandwich, but they're talking about the problems, or they're advancing the story. They touch on autism. They touch on being like having no life because of that, finding love. And at the end, the resolution of that, how to come to terms with oneself, how to be self-sufficient, how to shed the trauma away, but not like just shed it and that's that. I mean, working to shed that trauma, facing that trauma. So it's fun, but it has a lot of these profound moments that really hit home. Like, for example, this dude was repressed because his dad hated him because he was the youngest and he wasn't that smart. So he acted out. He spent money. So every 6 months he would go back to the hospital because his dad was running for election or a campaign or whatever, because the dad was a politician. And the psycho author busted him out. So the dude and the girl, they went to his dad's rally and he flashed everybody because he was a flasher. He got off on it. But he was having fun. You see the joy of him just being free, like accepting who he was and being free, and confronting his dad, confronting his family, and how the different ways of showing that they cared, but they were mad, but they were strict, but not. It was very, like, it had a lot of layers. So it had me glued to the fucking TV. And it was 16 episodes, and each episode was an hour 20.
I'm done. No, I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're good, but it had me hooked. So it's you have to be, for anybody who's listening that likes Korean or Asian shit.
I doubt it, son.
It is a very it is a very good watch. You take your time because sometimes you have to digest some pretty harsh stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, it's amazing. I think it's very, very, very good series.
Okay. It's a weirdo. That's a weird one. That came out of left field, bro.
I know. You're telling me. So close us out. What you do?
But let's speak about weirdo shit. I just finished watching a Netflix movie that came out this week, and we talked about it on the pod too. It's called I'm Thinking of Ending Things. It's a drama thriller.
Okay.
It's the one where I said that it has the creepy dude and everything.
Oh yeah.
That has the Willem. He has the Willem Dafoe effect where he just looks shady, like you're doing something, like you're fucked, you know. We also get Toni Collette in this. She plays his mom. We get Professor Lupin. I'd like to see him. He's cool. He plays the dad. But the story revolves around this girl who's dating that guy, and they're on their way to meet his parents. That's about it. That's what the trailer shows, and then shenanigans ensue. So there are these inner monologues of her of what she's thinking, right? But he keeps interrupting them, as if he can read her mind, kinda, right?
Oh, okay.
So it's weird. This movie is weird. I watched this movie expecting it was like some kind of Hereditary shit. Like, okay, it's gonna be cool, like a artsy fartsy Hereditary, right? Like, okay, I'm down. Kind of rom-com, kind of whatever. But the way it started, it looks like it has a lot of 70s aesthetics, you know. The aspect ratio on it is like an old school TV, whatever it is, 4:3 or 4, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, 4:3. Damn.
So you're like, okay, that's a choice. Yeah, he's just an automatic creepo, but still, right? So the movie starts out really slow. There is literally 20 minutes of them going to his parents' house, right? It's 20 minutes of them sitting in a car talking.
Literally?
And yes. The dialogue is so thick and smart, you know. I just coined a new term. You know how we say artsy fartsy, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The dialogue was smartsy fartsy. You know, it was too smart and kind of pretentious. It made me feel stupid because I didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. Like, she's like a psychiatrist, and then she's like, the story keeps changing her profession, and then she's a poet, and then she does a poem, and then it's just fucking weird. It's depressing. I wanted some like, stupid shit. I might be too stupid. I know I'm stupid. I don't know. I didn't want some stupid shit. I wanted some creepy shit to happen. Once it did, there's like hints of creepiness and weird things happening once they get to his parents' house. Like stuff just started to appear, you know, like no one's like they take forever to come down to greet them. And then there's like this weird basement that she wants to go into, and he's like, no, and why are the scratches? Oh, the dog. And then all of a sudden a dog appears, and you see this in the trailer of the dog shaking for an abnormally long period of time. And the ball starts rolling from right there throughout the whole visit of her visiting her parents. There's this whole weird thing about time, and the time's going forward and it's going backwards inside the house. It's weird. The dialogue is like uncomfortable, but not like it uncomfortable where it's like, oh shit, I want to get out of here, but that's the point. It's just uncomfortable, like His parents talking to her like they're gonna get married, but she's literally trying to figure out a way to break up with him, kinda.
Oh,
and then there's this whole other side story of a janitor, right? And you're kind of following what the janitor's doing, and the boyfriend's referencing stuff that the janitor's doing as if it was him, so they hint it as if it was him. And then the janitor watches this movie. It's a fucking weird, stupid ass movie. I fucking hate it. I'm pissed because it was 2 hours and 15 fucking minutes. I kept watching with hopes that something dope would happen. I was not rooting for the girl. I honestly wanted the boyfriend, whose name is Jake, to grab a fucking stake and stab her just so something interesting would fucking happen. It pissed me off. It starts to pick up halfway. Then they have another fucking 20-minute ride back in their fucking stupid car.
My God.
It's snowing and everything is happening and nothing is happening, and they're talking and they're being so snobby about shit.
What the hell type of movie
it's terrible.
Watching? That makes no fucking sense.
I fucking hated this movie. I hated it. It was absolutely fucking terrible. I might be too stupid to understand what's going on, but then there's a fucking ballet towards the end, kind of recapping the whole story. I don't know, man. I did not like this movie one bit. I didn't understand nothing. You take out the boring, you take out the creepy shit, and it just becomes boring. Like, it was boring. It was fucking boring. I hated it. I hated myself for watching it. Do not watch this fucking movie. Do not watch it.
Okay.
Do not. If you're anything like me, don't watch it.
I'm gonna give it to you straight. I want to watch it just because of curiosity, because what you told me made no fucking sense whatsoever. Nothing. And I want to know what the fuck is up with that movie.
It doesn't make any sense, and to me.
But it made.
To me, I need to preface by saying to me.
Okay.
I am a fucking moron. Okay. I'm a tater tot. Okay. I'm a fucking idiot. I don't know shit. But I feel like I have half a brain. I can piece shit together. It's just so snobby, and they talk about poets and they talk about movies, but they talk about directors, and then they talk about musicals, and then it closes out with a musical. It's just weird, and they go into the future, but everybody is like old, but they have like very obvious old people makeup. I hated this movie. I did not like it. I really didn't.
Wait, at the end they bust out in song?
It's not really a spoiler because I didn't understand what the fuck happened, so it doesn't matter. The guy gets a prize. The guy gets like a Nobel Prize or something. He wins a prize, and he's singing about his love or something, and then the fucking screen just turns blue, and it ends. I was like, the fuck? Yes, and before that, there was some other bullshit happening. Like, if you watch this movie and you're like, oh, this guy's a fucking moron, it's clearly this, please let me know in the comments down below. I usually, when I don't understand a movie, I usually like look up like a YouTube video explaining the meaning of it. I don't want to because I really don't care.
Okay.
But if you leave a comment, I'll appreciate it, letting me know what the fuck this movie means. But I'm not going to go as far as to watch a whole damn video explaining what happened. I did not like this movie. I did not like this movie. I did not like this movie. I am sad for Toni Collette that she was associated with this movie because she's dope. She's a dope actress. She can play crazy really, really well, and she does. But
goddamn, she's a good actress.
No, this movie is garbage, dumpster fire caca to me. Preface by saying again, to me. If you like that movie, leave us a comment down below letting us know why. Because I did not like it. And I apologize if I offend you. But at the same time, I give zero fucks.
Well, on that note,
it's 100 degrees outside and it's 150 in here. I just fucking blew a gasket tank, son. On that note, please like, comment, and subscribe if you like our What You Doings. I got plans of making it better. You know, obviously, Corona, amongst other things. We're working on it. You can leave a suggestion like they did last week. Shout you out. All that good stuff. And y'all know. Y'all already know. Always and forever, you do you.
Bye.
Bye.